Hi, welcome to Nikki's Modern Mediterranean. I'm Nikki Kleckis. On today's episode, we're going to be making this refreshing watermelon and feta salad. To get started with making our watermelon and feta arugula salad, we're going to take our arugula in our serving bowl, and next I'm going to take some red onion, just about a quarter of the red onion, and I'm actually going to slice it in some nice little long slivers here. I'm not going to dice it, so that's a good amount. Put that in there. Toss that in. Next, we're going to chop up mint. The mint gives it such a distinct flavor. So yummy. So we're going to chop up some of our mint. I'm going to put some in the arugula with the red onion, but then I'm also going to leave a couple sprigs to chop up and put on top of our feta because it's going to give it a really beautiful color. So I'm going to put this right here. And these mint leaves I'm actually going to chop. When you're eating this salad with the lemon olive oil dressing and the mint, it's just so refreshing. Take the mint, put that in there. So easy. Give that a little toss. And next, the star of our show, our watermelon. So this really, I know you hear me say it a lot, I love this salad, I love this. This really is my favorite summer salad. It's my go-to when I'm doing parties because you can get entire watermelon, cut the watermelon in half, and I'll use half the watermelon for a fresh fruit salad or watermelon slices for the kids to enjoy by the pool. And then the other part of the watermelon, I can either chop it up and put some in my salad, but then today I'm going to show you another little tip to make it a little bit more pretty, I should say. I'm going to use a melon baller, and I'm just going to make some like nice little round circles of watermelon. And I'm going to put these all over the top of this. And of course, I always say I never like waste, but I have a trick. After I do my watermelon salad, I'm going to use the rest of our watermelon to make a watermelon puree and make some delicious, refreshing cocktails that would also pair well for your party. So this is one of the things that I would recommend for your next summer party. So we're going to take our little watermelon rounds all over. This is so good. Watermelon feta is just such a delicious combination. Sometimes people are a little bit hesitant to think that it goes really well together, but it does. So, mint too. So we'll do that. I'm going to cover this all over. And look, you're not even using that much of your watermelon. So that looks great. We've covered the top of our salad with our watermelon balls, which is so cute. That looks great. This watermelon, I'm going to cut up, puree, and I'm going to make some refreshing watermelon cocktails in another episode. But for this salad, we're going to cover the top with a half a block of feta, crumbled. And I'm going to, or full block of feta, I should say. It's about half a pound. I'm going to cover this, crumble that all up. So good. That all over the top. I love this salad. Can't wait to eat this. All over. Great. I'm gonna go wash my hands and then we're gonna chop up some mint to put on top. So now we're gonna chop up some mint for the top. We need just a couple leaves. Chop that up for color and flavor. The smell of mint always reminds me of summer. So refreshing. So put that over there. Chop this up on top. Little mint leaves. And now we're going to make our dressing. So our dressing is olive oil, lemon, of course, salt, pepper, oregano, Really the same things with the delicious flavors. Lemon really brings out the flavor in the feta, watermelon. Always put citrus with fruit, always tastes really good. So whisk that together. Pour that on top. That looks awesome. And to garnish it, I'm gonna get a little pretty mint leaf there. Put that right in the center. And our salad is ready to be served. Our salad is all ready to be served. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. For the full recipe, visit nikkigleckis.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. On today's episode, we're gonna make a traditional Greek salad, prasini salata. Prasini means green, so this is a traditional green salad. To get started making our prasini salad, we're gonna take 2 romaine heads. I'm gonna make this for about 4 people, so I figured this would be a good amount. When we're doing this, you really wanna chop the lettuce really fine. So a good way to do that would be to cut down the center, flip it over, cut again, and then this will give you really the ability to get nice small pieces for this salad. So we're gonna chop this up. You are gonna be amazed at how simple this is. This is a really, really simple salad, but tastes so delicious. I'm gonna chop this up. And sometimes you can buy these already washed, but I always like to wash it again anyway. So I'm gonna use this salad spinner, which is really funny. I've had this little gadget in my kitchen forever, and I don't always use it, but it's very important that you get all the water out of the lettuce, so we are gonna use it today. I'm gonna chop this up in here. I'm gonna leave all of this in the salad spinner, and then you'll be amazed at how much of the water you don't even really know is in your lettuce. So you wanna make sure you get it all out. For this one, I'm gonna chop one more time down that line, and look at that. Once you do that, those simple cuts, it really allows you to chop your romaine really fine. So we've chopped all our lettuce. And like I said, since this salad means green, all of our ingredients, besides our feta, everything else we're gonna be using are also green. So we're gonna put these in here. And now I'm gonna go wash my lettuce. So I've rinsed our lettuce, and now I'm just going to spin it out. This is fun. This is the one job I do give my kids to do. I let them do the salad spinner. So that's gonna spin out all the excess water, which is really important to get all the nice flavors in our salad. So you can see all the extra water in there. We don't want that. And I'm gonna transfer it right to this serving bowl. So our lettuce is ready. And now our next ingredients. So we're gonna use, like I said, all the greens, 2 scallions. So I'm we're gonna use the entire scallion. We're gonna cut them kind of on an angle instead of round circles so that they're a little bit bigger pieces. And we'll chop this up. So when we used to serve this at the restaurant, it was a really popular salad. And I think that people were always shocked when they found out that it's really not that difficult, because sometimes when you taste something so delicious, you're waiting for like this amazing secret ingredient, but there are really no secret ingredients. This is literally romaine, scallions, dill, feta, lemon olive oil dressing, and Kalamata olives. So we're gonna chop that. We have our scallions. We're gonna sprinkle them on, and then we'll toss the salad before we get it ready. And these give it such a delicious flavor. They're a little bit sweeter than the onion, so this will be nice. So we have our scallions, sprinkle those in. And now our dill. So we're gonna use fresh dill. Dill is I have a funny story about dill. So we're gonna use about 1/4 cup of this. So when I was growing up, we had this garden that my grandfather used to keep for us, and he grew everything. Tomatoes, cucumbers, my favorite peppers, zucchini, all different vegetables. But my mom was planting dill, and if you've ever planted dill in your garden, it kind of grows like a weed because once the seeds kind of spread, it really goes all over your garden. So we had this all over the yard, and once I saw my mom cooking with it, I used to go outside and just eat it. I don't really know why, but it actually has a really good flavor. So it was just funny that I always had dill growing up. And now I love it in my salad, fish, all different things. So I'm going to chop this up. So this is about 1/4 cup. You're going to chop it up and measure it. Right now I'm just going to finely chop this. And so maybe this was our distinct flavor that people used to taste in our delicious salad. So I'm going to just really chop that. And this is pretty easy. It's a pretty easy herb to grow. So I'm going to do that. Get all of that dill in our salad. Now I'm going to bring this over and I'm going to give this a nice little toss so that the scallions and dill mix really well with our romaine. There we go. And then we're going to take, of course, feta. Everything's better with feta. So I'm going to take about 1/2 pound of feta, crumble that on top. And I'm all about color. You guys know that. So this is a really pretty dish, green and white. We're going to sprinkle that all over. That looks great. So I don't really toss this in. For this salad, I like to put it on top just so that it makes it look nice and pretty when you're serving it. I'm going to wipe my hands. And now we're going to add Kalamata olives. So we've added our feta. Like I've always told you, make sure you're using a really good, rich feta. I always use the Adorned for this. And then we're going to use Kalamata olives. So if you want to know my restaurant brain, I usually say how many olives to add, basically for how many people you're making. So if I'm making this for 4 people, 2 olives per person, I'm going to do about 8 olives. So I'm just going to sprinkle those around. That looks great. And now our dressing. So I'm going to put our salad over here. And our dressing, like we always do, lemon and olive oil. So I have my measuring cup here. I'm going to do about 1/4 cup of olive oil. Of course, Greek extra virgin olive oil, about 1/4 cup, and about a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. We're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and then a full teaspoon of oregano. Put that in there. We're going to whisk that together. And that's our secret dressing. So simple and so delicious. So whisk this. And I'm going to pour this on top. And our salad is complete. Our salad is all ready to be served. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. For the full recipe, visit nikkiklekis.com and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Today, we are going to make this amazing Horiatiki salad, which translates to village salad, the most popular salad served in Greece. So to get started making our Horiatiki salad, we're gonna use vine ripe tomatoes, an English cucumber, red onion, Kalamata olives, capers, of course salt, pepper, and oregano, and I'm gonna show you how to make a homemade red wine vinaigrette. And of course, let's not forget feta. So we're gonna get started with cutting our tomatoes. So if you have a little garden at home, this is a great way to showcase your homegrown vegetables in the summer. But we're gonna cut up our tomatoes in nice big pieces. You wanna have them in easy big chunks. So with this Horiatiki salad, meaning that you're gonna grow whatever vegetables in your village, since it's a village salad. So I've cut up all our tomatoes here. Usually how I decide how many tomatoes I'm gonna cut is for these size tomatoes, I'll do one per person for my guests coming over. So I've cut enough tomatoes. Next is our cucumber. For our English cucumber, I'm just gonna partially skin this, put this on the side, and we're just gonna give these a nice toss. Honestly, a good cucumber and some salt is so delicious. Little olive oil, that's all you need. So we're just gonna cut up the cucumber. We're gonna add our cucumber to our mixing bowl. I'm gonna put them in our mixing bowl before I put it in our serving bowl because I wanna toss a little sea salt on these vegetables before I add our dressing. So I have the tomato and cucumber in our bowl, which is our star of our show. And we're just gonna put a little bit of sea salt. And you're gonna see it's really gonna bring out the juicy flavor in the vegetables. Give that a good toss. Oh, that looks great. What a refreshing salad. And I have our serving bowl here that I'm gonna transfer this right in there. Looks great already. Add some red onion. We're gonna put some Kalamata olives. Delicious. Some capers. Look at that, all those beautiful colors. And your capers are gonna add a nice natural salt to the salad too, which is delicious. So this is our salad, and if you were in Greece, you would find this with a big bak of the Adorned feta I'm using today, which is just a high quality feta. It's really creamy. That's when you could tell that it's a really great feta. So in Greece, this is how they would serve it, with a little oregano and just some olive oil. But today I'm gonna change it a little bit. I'm actually gonna crumble our feta because that way it's a little bit easier to serve to guests when you're using just with a serving spoon. So I'm gonna crumble the feta on top. And I'm gonna make our dressing. And of course, we're gonna garnish this with some beautiful oregano on top. Crumble this up. So I haven't used as much of the block of feta when I crumble it than as if we were in Greece when we would use a whole block. But in Greece, you can find feta everywhere. So we have our feta, our salad's almost finished. We just gotta make our dressing. So I'll put this recipe online for you guys, but this is basically 2/3 olive oil and then 1 part red wine vinegar. So just a little bit of red wine vinegar. I'm gonna use salt, but remember, we already salted our vegetables as well. A little black pepper and some oregano. We're gonna whisk that together. No secret to the Mediterranean diet here. We love olive oil. So I'm gonna pour that on top. Oh wow, this is delicious. Here we go. And to finish off our salad before we're ready to serve it, I'm gonna sprinkle a little more oregano on the feta, which looks amazing. And our salad is finished. Our salad is ready to be served. It looks amazing. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. For the full recipe, visit nikkiklekis.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.